Good morning, good morning. I still have glare. I've been trying to not have glare, but I still have glare in my glasses. I just stay like this. Oh no, wait, I got it again. Oh. All right, it is what it is. I wonder if I did I don't know, if I turned you this way. Is that better? A little bit maybe? Like that? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, here we go. So how are you doing today? Oh, eye crusties, sorry. Okay, let's I want to take a nice deep, let's take a nice deep breath in together. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and a nice audible exhale or hum or whatever it is that you're feeling. And if you need to move your body around, you can. I'm gonna Okay, breathe in. Calling in our angels and our guides, calling in our higher selves, calling in Jesus, Mary, Mary Magdalene, Freya, and Green Tara too, calling in our highest of high of love and light, and only those the highest of high of love and light to be here with us together today, helping us to be clear channels, receiving and giving the exact messages in which we are meant to receive for our highest good. Oya nakaya natiano suiano tuia nakaya natu. Oya nakaya nasiano tuiano koiano tuiano tu. Ia nakaya natuiano suiano tuia nakaya natu. Iana siano, tuiano, suiano, tuiana kaiana tu. Also calling in and asking for assistance from Archangels Michael, Metatron, Uriel, Azrael, Gabriel, Raphael, Shemuel, and Ezekiel. Please keep this space, this container, a safe space, cleanse and clear it of all energy that does not belong here. Please purify and amplify all energy that does. Oya nasaya nakaya natu. Oya nasaya nakaya natu. Oya nasaya nakaya natu. Iya nakaya natiano suyano tuiano suyano tuiano oyana. Oya nasiano tu. Isiano tuiano oyana kaya natiano suyano oyana siano tuiano oyana. Ayana kayana siano tuyano oyana kayana tu. Oyana tiano suyano tuyano suyano tuyano tu. Iana kayana tiano tuyano suyano tuyano tu. Okay. Let's pull a card, our card of the day. Oyana siano tu. The road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. Can you see it? All right, there we go. Okay, and this is from the Rebecca Campbell Ancient Stones Oracle deck. Oops, just passed it. Okay. You've been working towards this moment for a while now, stone by stone, carefully paving the road before you. It's your time now to walk it, to journey ahead without wavering. You know what to do and you know how to do it. The road ahead of you is clear and success is on the horizon. Be bold and truly go for it. Expansion and ease are here. You're ready to do what you came here to do. Remember, you've been working towards this moment for years, decades, or even lifetimes. If you asked a question, the answer is yes. If you're querying whether you're ready for something or if the time is right, the answer is yes. If you're wondering if you have what it takes, the answer is yes, yes, yes. Enjoy the next phase of your journey. You've earned this moment, this flow, this prosperity, this progress. You're going to make it look easy, but it's likely this is a result of years of being devoted to your path. As you walk it now, remember to walk it your way, your own path, because there's no one who can walk it quite like you. Ancient Stones activation. I'm ready to walk my unique path in a way that only I can. Amen. And so it is. There's that. Ancient Stones Oracle. And again, this is the main card of the day where we're going through the whole deck. Okay, but we're doing it different now. So hang on. So that is just the beginning. I don't know if you can even hear the bowls on this or not. All right, but so I feel like I'm supposed to pull a couple more cards. Next one is Pegasus. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Break free, dear one. Spread wide and far, for you aren't containable. You are limitless. Wouldn't that be amazing? I want to pet Pegasus. Okay, and then we have the Gatherer. Oh, look how pretty that is. I love her. That looks, it feels like me, like, well, anytime I go for a walk and I'm always like picking up treasures. Okay, and then Three of Cups, which is funny, like the Gatherer, and then here's a gathering. Okay, I think we're done. Okay. Okay, let's take that nice deep breath here, get settled again. They're talking about like how it's like finding your own ringtone, and how sometimes you can like, you'll play with different ringtones and you'll add it, and then you like it and you try it for a while, and then you're like, oh no, this isn't right after all. So then you try another one, and you just keep playing with them, and you keep rotating one in and out, and it's just trying to find like what fits, and what sometimes it fits, sometimes it feels right, and sometimes it doesn't fit, and sometimes it doesn't feel right. But it's all okay. It's all good. It's not like you overthink, oh, but I committed to this ringtone. I need to stick with this ringtone forever and ever, amen, or at least for a 3 to 5 year stretch to make it worthwhile, worth my 99 cents. They're saying that our walk, our path is going to be broken up in this way of finding our people, finding our ringtone, finding our tone, like tuning into what is right and true for us, and what that means and how it plays into our life. So not to feel guilty about like if you're interested in this today and not tomorrow, if you're interested in that tomorrow and yet then back to what you started with the next day. It's fine. It's all good. There's no like judgment at the end of the road, like a line of people lined up going, well, you didn't stick with that long enough, did you? Well, you never finished that, did you? Well, why didn't you like do this or do that like you said you were going to? It's not that is it, no, it's just either you are in tune with your ringtone or you're not. And you need to switch it up from time to time and feel what feels right to you. Because if you are listening to a ringtone that you're not in tune with, then it makes you feel out of tune. And so it doesn't feel right and good. So if you're walking around like this, you're kind of off kilter, right? But if you're walking around in tune, then you feel good and right and true. So be fine with if you are into plants one day, into astronomy the next, into then back to plants, and then into tarot, and then into whatever, human design or whatever it is for you. Be okay with that. Be good with that. This world is full of imagination, full of insight, full of things to explore. It's like a kid in a candy shop every single day of your life. And that's amazing and beautiful. So you're not going to tell a kid that walks into the candy shop going, "Oh, you looked at that one first. You're not allowed to look at any of the others. You gotta commit to that. You're gonna eat the same candy now and for the foreseeable future because you committed by going towards that candy and saying that you're gonna get that candy. No changing your mind here, kid." They're saying, no, you're a kid in a candy shop. Have fun. You're supposed to be full of joy and this is supposed to be a joyful, fun path to play around and explore like a kid in a candy shop. Have fun. Let this path fill you with joy and not the strictness of like full-on lifelong commitments. Yes, it is good to commit to certain things, to certain people, to certain events, to certain all the things. But if it doesn't feel right and true to you, then it's not right and true to you. Just because your best friend Betty is right and true to her and you started out together like that, it doesn't mean you have to stick with that commitment just to please her so you don't let her down. It's going to let her down further if you just keep going in deeper with her and then break away from it. Instead of telling her the truth, sharing your truth. If she's truly your bestie, then she's going to want to know your truth. She's going to want you to share from your heart and to be true to yourself and true to her, because you're lying to her by pretending that you're on a path that you're not on. You're lying to yourself, pretending that you're on a path that you're not on. Play. We want you to have fun and be full of joy and love and light with all of this. With all of this. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Explore all of it. Try all the different pieces and then go back to the beginning and try them all again. All of it. I mean, you don't have to do all of it. But all the things that catch your eye and you want to play with it. Allow it to bring you joy. Allow it to bring you laughter. Allow it to bring you insight. Allow it to bring you inspiration. Because maybe that one part of your piece, of your puzzle, that one candy from that jar was just meant to bring you inspiration for you to jump into another jar. Or start your own jar. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Iana sa nakaya natiano suiana kaya na suiano tuiano oiana kaya na siano tuiano oiana. So just taking a deep breath in, letting all that settle. Now closing your eyes, picturing. So it kind of reminds me of the one tarot card where there's all the is it the pentacles or cups are all behind him and he's holding on. So anyway, like, so you're trying to, so you're needing to, so your eyes are closed. You walk into the candy shop. All those jars are lined up in front of you, right? Hand on heart space. Which one? What is drawing you? What's calling your name? Where do you want to, and just start, like, allow your spirit, your inner child, all the parts of you to kind of label the jars in front of you. It could be anything. And it doesn't have to be all mystical and spiritual and all the things. It could be if you want it to be. It could be like astrology and human design and mystic and priestess and goddesses and all the different things, right? Or it could be like, maybe it's something totally different. Maybe it's like veterinary school. Maybe it's like a pharmacy school, like you're trying to decide that, right? So let your spirit, let your guides help you label the jars in front of you. So just take a moment and allow them to label the jars in front of you, and you label the jars in front of you. It's a team effort. So your path is always is kind of like this team effort between your will and thy will be done, and that is done together. We all have free will, and we all like have like our own personal wants and desires in each lifetime. They do are can be somewhat the same and somewhat different, and both are good and right and true, right? And so our desires, and then we kind of lean into like the collective desire too, and like that source light, source energy of what is right and good for the collective, and it kind of blends all together, and it kind of, that pulls us into alignment, right? Whenever we do what is right and true for us, and then that kind of goes into, if that's in alignment, what is right and true for the whole, then it's like this perfect bullseye alignment, and that's what kind of projects us forward super like faster, right? And so if we can get on that that trajectory, that's amazing and right and good and true. So if you have that in mind, in your mindset, as you walk into the candy store of the universe, Source Light Creators is you've got the big kahuna behind the counter there, ready to give you anything you've ordered up. So you walk in and you see your jars all lined up on the counter. Where do you first step towards what? Your first instinct is to step towards what? Direction. Maybe it's between veterinarian school and the pharmacy school, or nursing, something like that. I don't know. Let's just use those three. I don't know why. And then your first instinct is to step towards veterinary school, right? But then we're going to ask you to stop, though. After that first instinct, stop and like truly feel into your heart. And ask your true self, your higher self, but what is it I truly want? What is it that I truly want? So even in your mind's eye, you have your eyes. So you already have your physical human self eyes closed because you're in this candy shop, right? But inside the candy shop now, in your mind's eye, your eyes are closed. That version of you, your eyes are closed. And then you're feeling into your heart space. Going, but what do I truly want? This is what I've felt like I was supposed to be doing this whole time, as my trajectory was supposed to be this way. But there's some sort of hitch. And so I'm going to stop, and I'm really going to feel into my heart space. I'm going to feel in, what do I truly want, though? This is what is expected of me, but what do I truly want? What is my heart just screaming out for? Where do I want to go? And then it feels like there's a new jar that pops up that's been hovering in the background of your consciousness for a while now. So when you open your eyes, there's going to be a new jar. And that's going to be the jar that you just feel so good when you step towards. And that's the jar that is meant for you in this moment. It doesn't mean that you won't ever venture back to the veterinarian one, or to the pharmaceutical one, or to the nursing one, or whatever it is. It's not, you're not saying no to anything else. You're just saying yes to this other one for right now. Because right now, that is what is right and true for you. And it just lights you up. and it feels perfect and good. And you feel like perfectly like grounded and connected, and this is like it makes your heart just like explode with love. Lean into that. Lean into that. So I'm going to ask, like, what does this have to do with gathering? Pegasus and all the things. So that's like the road is clear. So you're going to, so now that you feel like you're going to listen to your heart space, you're going to go full steam ahead. You're just going to lean in, dive in, let your heart guide you in this now. You're just going to trust. You're going to full on have to have like full on faith and trust that this is your calling, because you feel it in your bones. So you're going to go forward, and even though it doesn't make sense, kind of sort of to you and definitely to some other people, but you're going to go allow faith and trust and hope to be your driving force forward, right? Ayana siano tuiana kayana siano tuiana oyana. Isiano tuiana oyana. And then you're also going to find your people again, or settle in again with your people that, I don't know, for some of you, something's happened where it feels like you've kind of re-isolated, and it feels like you need to come back out of hiding and come and hang with these, and it could be some new people, it could be some people that you were starting to be with, but then you kind of went back into hiding from. But they're like calling you back home to them, or calling you or there's a new group calling you home to them that is going to support you in this path. They're going to completely accept you and support you in this, and see and feel that it is truly right and true for you. They're going to like honor your truth for you, instead of you being with people that don't honor your truth for you. They honor what is true for them, and they make you feel uncomfortable about what is true for you. So you need to find your people that make you feel comfortable living in your truth, and who you are leaning into wanting to be. This is who I want to be. These are my people that support me and guide and help me get to where I want to be, and make me feel good about that. Make me want to be even more and better, and a person of who I am, the best version of myself and who I want to be. They bring that out in me. And I love that. And I feel so proud of myself and of them, because I do the same for them. Give and take exchange. So we are going in that direction, right? We're going to support each other and walk each other home, helping each other feel supported in our paths, in our journeys. And then the gather. Iano tuiana kayana, siano tuiano oyana. So this whole journey, this whole walk, this whole path, this whole way to this point, this rest stop, if you will, on your journey, you have been gathering such treasures, such nuggets of knowledge, such nuggets of truth, finding and putting the pieces of you back together again. You've been gathering your village. You've been gathering your hopes and your dreams, and starting to gleam the light that is the guiding light for you, specifically designed for you. There's been so many different times you're like, I just don't know, like I'm being pulled this way and that way and this way and that way and this way and that way. And that's all good and true, but you're starting to see how these different little nuggets are coming together and forming and shaping this you that is just right, just for you. That is made just for you. This is this life, this beautiful life. You're able to start seeing it as such, and not a life of chaos and turmoil and disarray and all the things, and not able, and you're starting to see yourself not in those things and not in those ways, but you're starting to see the reasoning and the purpose and the direction and all the different things that of past, and everything that's been kind of coming into, everything's starting to come into focus. Everything is starting to come together. Everything is starting to look like it was all meant to be part of the plan all along. And you're starting to see it all meld together, and you're starting to see the shape that you are turning into. You're starting to see the path, the journey. You're starting to see it in a new way, in a new light. You're starting to see your environment. You're starting to see your relationships. You're starting to see everything from a new perspective, from this new point of view, this new you that has been being realigned, aligned into her true alignment. It's like you're finally getting tuned in to, like, out of the distortion of all the stories that were not completely true to you, that you've been living. You're tuning in to your true and highest timeline, and it's starting to feel really, really good. And you have been, it's like you've been gathering all these nuggets. It's like a little backpack of treasures along the way. And they all fit. Somehow, they don't make sense. Like if you were to take one thing and another thing and they don't make sense, like they wouldn't make sense. But whenever you put it all together and you put it into with you, all of a sudden it all makes sense. It all makes sense. You and your hodgepodge of talents and treasures and knowledge and curiosities. You and your hodgepodge of your village that is forming, and just it's all makes sense. It's like this beautiful, crazy quilt that you can wrap in at night and feel warm and cozy and good and safe and grounded. You're starting to feel safe and grounded and lit up all at the same time. This hodgepodge of life is finally coming together. It's taking shape. You're starting to see what the finished outcome may look like. Not that you're anywhere near being done. You have a lot of work to go, a lot of path to walk. Your journey is just now like taking shape. And it's taken a lot of work to get here. And you should be proud of how far you've come. You should be proud of the work you've done to get to this point. It's like you've been hiking up these mountains, and you're at this peak of this mountain, but you still see a whole mountain range out before you. But now that you're standing on top of this mountain, you're like, you've proved to yourself what you're capable of. And you're like, okay, I've got this. I've got this. I don't know what's to come, but I've made it this far, and I've made it this far. I've made it this far. Look at where I am. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've accomplished. Look at all the growth I've had and the healing I've had. Look at me. Look at where we are now. We can do this. We can do this. And it's like you could just see the whole landscape in front of you of what is possible. If you've come this far, imagining what's possible out there. Imagining of what your future could look like in 10 years from now. And you've done this. You've done this. You have done this. You have put all these pieces together. You have done the work. You have done this. You didn't trip your way into this. You have done this, and you've earned this. And we're so proud of you. Much love. Amen. Thank you so much. So much love. So much love. Love you.